Hello and welcome everybody to another Lorwyn Eclipsed draft video. I'm Paul Cheon and today we are sitting at rank number 77. This will be my final draft video that I'm going to be recording here before I head off to Pro Tour Richmond. And so hopefully we can finish things off really well before I get back here. Currently sitting at 77. Let's finish in the top 50. All right, now before we hop into this draft, I did want to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy some Magic cards for your standard Modern Pioneer Commander decks, check out TCGplayer.com and make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Additionally, head on over to HeavyPlay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. They are your one-stop shop for top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, and life pads, all that utilize a special magnetic technology that allow all their products to snap conveniently into place. Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. All right, we had a busted elf deck, probably the best deck. Oh, look, I don't control what I open, okay? I do not control what I open, and this is an elf pack. I mean, this is a good pack. Box Leader's Embrace, Liminal Hold, but I opened Dawnhand Dissident, High Perfect Morcant, and Creekwood Safe Right. This is rough. I think this is just the best card if I do end up in Elves, right? But like with what I'm passing, I mean, it's just, the thing is, I mean, this is a little bit better and flexible if I'm in Black-Red. But like I kind of, if I pass this, the person I'm passing to is 100% going to be in Golgari. So my hope is that I first pick the High Perfect Morcant, and if Elves is open, then I push the person that I'm passing to into Goblins. That will at least be my hope. But yeah, we're first picking High Perfect Morcant and then just kind of just seeing where this goes. Let me know what you think, because I think this is a more powerful card than the Dawnhand Dissident. But the Dawnhand Dissident's more flexible. All right, pack 1, pick 2. Let's take a look at the uncommons here. We have Protective Response, Twin Flame Travelers. I don't really care about the Sourbread Auntie. So I'm looking at those two at uncommon. And then here, there's like a Lissalana Informant. But I do not think I want to take this early. I think we're still at the point where I should just try to identify what the open colors are and kind of move into those directions. I'm going to take the Travelers. Look, these are two of my favorite archetypes to move in. I could have taken the Convoke removal spell, but I'm going to just swing for the stars. Is that? I think I got that wrong. Anyways, I'm going to take both of these and see what happens. All right, pack 1, pick 3. I'm going to try to be a little bit flexible while trying to recognize the signals. There is an elf card, but I'm not seeing a lot of great elf stuff. There is a Gnarlbark Elm, which is okay. And there's a Changeling Wayfinder, which I actually really like. That would slot itself into both of these decks. So I think I'm just going to take it here. It's not the strongest card. A lot of the commons are somewhat replaceable. There's some Merfolk cards here. Wanderwine Farewell can be good in Merfolk as well. But let's take the Wayfinder, as that's kind of a nice little in-between here as we try to figure out where it is we need to be. All right, well, that is an Eclipse Flamekin. So we were treading carefully, figuring out where it is we need to be. And I think the 4th pick, Eclipse Flamekin, at least tells us that there is a decent shot that Elementals is open, and we can move off of the High Perfect Morcant. There's a Midnight Tilling for the Elf decks, but we're not seeing a whole bunch of great Elf cards. So good shot the person passing to us is an Elves, and maybe this means that we have a lane here. Pack 1, pick 5. This pack is on the weaker side of things. There's a Requiting Hex, which is okay. I hate Crib Swap. I don't like the fact that you give them a Changeling, which actually really helps them. Summit Sentinel, I guess, is the only card that stands out to me here. It does trigger when it dies and draws me 2 cards off the Twin Flame Travelers. And outside of that, there's nothing in this pack where I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm missing out on something. So let's just take the Summit Sentinel and hope that we will continue seeing more Elementals as we continue moving forward. Certainly Elves are not open, so this is good. This is good. So Elf to my right, very decent chance Elf to my left. All right, pack 1, pick 6. I do not believe in the Squawk Roaster. I don't think that's very good. So for me, it's between Feisty Spikeling or Foraging Wickermaw. This gives us more outs to like splashing a bunch of other things. Also, I think Feisty Spikeling kind of stinks overall. So let's take the Wickermaw here. Fine 2-mana play, a little more defensive, but you play this and then this gives you the option to splash a 3rd color if necessary. Here, I'll take Stratosaur over Kolrath Mystic. A lot of the 3-mana cards in this format are pretty replaceable. I'd rather take the Stratosaur here as a nice way to, it's a nice win condition, but also allows you to potentially splash a third color. Whew, nice pack. Elemental's definitely open. Flamekin Guildweaver, I do like this card, but you know what card's, in my opinion, a bomb? Gathering Stone. This card has been so impressive. When your opponent, like, think about it. When your opponent plays this card, on an empty board, like, you just feel like you can't win, right? That's where I'm at. It's got a 62% games in hand win rate in Elementals. That is fantastic. All right, pack 1, pick 9 here. There's Wild Unraveling, Burning Curiosity, and Rooftop Percher. That is a super late Assert Perfection. I am not going to take this here. I will take Rooftop Percher. This is a card that's actually, this is an undervalued card that I actually think plays out better than you think. The life gain is actually very relevant. Exiling cards against elves is also irrelevant. It also triggers twice, right? With cards like the Twin Flame Traveler. So it's, I'm not saying it's a great card by any means, but I think it's a little bit undervalued and it's better than it looks. I do think it's better than Burning Curiosity. Blossom, okay. All right. Well, hey, I will at least say, okay? I will at least say I think we did a good job of making that pivot. Sometimes it's hard, right? Like in the last draft, I opened Champions of the Perfect and I was like, I'm in. And in this instance, we were able to get out of it mostly unharmed. Okay? So that's good. All right. I do like the fact with what we have so far, I do like the fact that we have both Gathering Stone and Unexpected Assistance as ways to not run out of action, which I think is quite strong. And now let's focus on some cheap stuff, interaction, etc. What do we have? There's a Summit Sentinel. I don't like Mirror Form very much. It's like very situational. I don't know. I don't think this is an effect that I like. I'm looking at Hovel Hurler and Swataway. And I already have a couple of 5-mana creatures. Like, Hovel Hurler is fine. I'm going to take Swataway just for some good, cheap interaction. And move on. Is this an elemental? Okay, so Tam. 2 mana for 2/2. Each other creature control. Okay, so this is good when you're doing Vivid stuff. Which is interesting. I don't know if it's better than Cinder Strike, though. I don't know. It is a sweet 2-drop. You know what? I'm going to try this. It's a rare. It's a 2-drop. I'm going to try it over the Cinder Strike. There's a Temporal Cleansing as well. But I know it's not an elemental. Ooh, Flame Braider. Let's go. I know it's not an elemental, but if I pick up like a Shine Striker or an Explosive Prodigy and I have Tam in play, that's just so strong. So, and it's not a big cost because it's still a 2-mana 2/2. So let's try this over the Cinder Strike. I have not played with this card yet. Let's take Flame Braider out of this pack. Ooh, Calenolindra Guardian. All right, blue wide open. Super happy about that. There is an Unexpected Assistance and a Flamekin Guildweaver, but let's go ahead and take the nice Flash Fairy. Although, you know what's funny? We have 5 elementals, although I guess we don't really care that much about elementals. But yeah, I mean, we're just shoring up our mana curve, and this card is excellent. Pack 2, pick 5. Nothing for elementals. I guess I'll take a Burning Curiosity in case I need a card draw effect. Now we get to take Tweeze as interaction. I do like it more than Giant Fall. Although I guess for the elementals, we should care about creature types because we do have the Gathering Stone. So we're on 5 elementals plus 2 shapeshifters. Okay, that's still okay. I mean, we're like halfway through the draft, right? Gangly Stompling versus Feed the Flames. I will take Feed the Flames. Here, there's Dawnblessed Pennant, I suppose we could maybe play. All right, certainly, this was an okay pack, but I want more. Pack 3, hook us up. Maybe some Vivid payoffs. There's a Stratosaur versus a Summit Sentinel. Yeah, I'm going to take Stratosaur. I really like these big land cyclers that do something in the late game too. And flying I found to be quite strong in this format as well, so. We already have 4 2-drops, if you include the Foraging Wickermaw, which we will likely play, especially if we do look to splash something. Two card draw effects. 17 cards here already, so. But with 2 Stratosaurs and a Changeling Wayfinder, Certainly can make the case that we play 16 lands. Ooh, Temporal Cleansing. All right, so lots of interaction. So we don't really, look, we have what? 2 bounce spells, Tweeze, Blossom. Oh, okay. All right, we don't need any more spells. We have lots of card draw and 5 interactive spells. That's more or less fine here. So let's just figure out more ways to win games, etc. Although I guess if the removal spell draws you a card, I'll take it. So we'll take the Endblaze Epiphany here. No Vivid Shenanigans, though. Like, if I don't have Vivid Shenanigans, Tam is pretty mediocre. Wait, each other... Oh, I didn't read this part. Each other creature you control has hexproof from each of its colors. Oh! Look, once again, Paul's reading comprehension skills strikes again. Yeah. Okay. Okay. No, this card is actually really good. Like, it makes it so that it's really hard to kill other for their opponents to kill your other creatures with spells, which is relevant for sure. All right, here we have Unwelcome Sprite versus Flamekin Guildweaver. I like the Flamekin Guildweaver. I think I'm going to take the Sprite, though. This is just a really good 2-drop, and I have a lot of instants. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 instants to go with the Unwelcome Sprite, so let's go ahead and take that. All right, I have more than enough interaction. Cinder Strike is very good, but I'm in the market for more late game ways to get value, and Tanafel Rhyme Speaker is exactly that. So let's go ahead and take that. Another Gathering Stone. What's our elemental count? 7. There's a Flame Chain Mauler. I don't think I need a third Unexpected Assistance. What the heck? Let's go for it. Now I just want to like really just play all elementals if I can. And Forge and Wicked, like I might just play the Feisty Spikeling over it, just because the upside of just having all elementals is really, really high. Kolrath Zealot is great. All right, we're on 11 elementals. Okay. And I can certainly play like one more. I can certainly play another one if I get one. And I mean, I could cut this for curve purposes too, but it is an elemental. I probably should just cut one of my spells. All right, so here I am not going to take a Tweeze. I think I'm going to take Changeling Wayfinder. Hits my land drops, is an elemental. Keeps it going. Any more elementals? The Voracious Tome Skimmer. The biggest trap in the format is fairies. It's not really a trap. Nobody drafts fairies. Yeah, I could have taken the Flamekin Guildweaver over the Unwelcome Sprite, but this card also seems quite good here. Oh, we tabled it anyways. All right, all right. This came together very, very well here. So now we're on 4 Shapeshifters and 9 out. Okay, so now we're getting to... Oh, Flame Chain Mauler. Yes. I can cut the Feisty Spikeling now. I don't like the Feisty Spikeling at all. It's just such a bad creature on defense. I like all these other 2-drops, though. That... I mean, I guess I can't play it. All right, well, I think we put together a solid elemental deck. I wouldn't say it's busted by any means, but it felt like this was the seat we needed to be. And let's figure out what to do. All right, so let's figure out the cuts here. I think I want to lower my cut. I actually think Swat Away might be worse than the Temporal Cleansing, just because this is something I can play for a cheaper cost. I kind of like one thing that I've noticed is just like people just don't beat down that well. So if I can skew my deck to be a little bit better in the late game, I think that's generally what I would prefer. So if I go something like this, a 16 land deck with 3 land cyclers and double Wayfinder seems more than enough. This still gives us 10 elementals and 2 shapeshifters, so we still have 12 hits for the Gathering Stone, which is kind of where you want to be. I'm still not 100% sure on the Swat Away. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 feels like a really good number for removal. And sometimes you can play this for 2 blue. And it triggers the Rhyme Speaker. Although we shouldn't really be too concerned about that. It's possible I cut like Changeling Wayfinder or Flamechain Mauler, I guess. And just play the SWAT away. That would lower my overall count here, though. Which is not ideal. I could also maybe shave one of these because I have 2 Gathering Stones. Is that too many? All right. I'm just going to cut the Wayfinder. Executive decision. Let's roll. All right, now before round 1 starts, I did want to say that if you've been enjoying this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, I do have a Patreon. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Access to the Patreon gives you access to a wide variety of different benefits, including access to my Discord channel, which I believe is a really great way to join a great group of folks looking to up their limited game. If you want to take your limited game to the next level, check it out. All right, opening hand here, swat away 2 mountains. I mean, the double blue is really kind of the thing that takes away from this card, but with all the land cycling that I have, I felt like it was okay to play. Gonna mulligan that hand. I will certainly keep this one. Now, what do I bottom? Like, my hand is great. Is it the Tam? Like, it's not gonna be the lands or the Unwelcome Sprite. I guess it is the Tam. Unwelcome Sprite with these 2 instants seems really good. I guess protecting my Unwelcome Sprite is okay. All right, Forge and Wickermaw. How do we not get like a single Vivid card? We were well set up for it. Maybe just I wasn't paying attention. That could definitely be the case. Noggle Robber. Oof. Okay. Yeah, all right. Well, that's unfortunate. Didn't have a play here. We drew a couple. Yeah, so, I mean, Feed the Flames will be okay on the Noggle Robber. We get to get a Surveil, but we're not really doing a good job of, like, keeping the ground at bay. Maybe I just get rid of the Swat Away. What are your thoughts on Swat Away? With 8 islands. That's a Flame Braider, okay. And an Unwelcome Sprite. Ooh, okay. Well, they have unloaded their hand. We are desperately trying to not die. Let's block here. Let's attempt to kill you. Surveil. Tweeze. I guess I'll keep. I mean, it's still interaction. But they're going to play something big here, probably. Because they didn't attack with the Flame Braider. Gristle Glutton. Oh, that's not too bad. And a Gangly Stompling. Okay. So, yeah, let's go ahead and tweeze the 4-2. As we desperately need to find some action here. Okay. We need something big here to stabilize this board. Now, this board isn't, like, insane by any means, but... Are they going to attack me for 4? They are. Okay. Next turn is a lot of damage. Okay. That's fine. So Summit Sentinel, find blocker, and then we will be trying to come back here with this unexpected assistance. Wow. Their hand must be great. Like, this is a 1-3. You don't want to do something here? I guess they don't need the treasure. But they're doing some Vivid shenanigans here, because there's that forest there. Okay, I guess we'll block here. We are at 6 life. They have 2 cards. We'll play this. And yeah, we'll discard a land. Oh, that is a Gathering Stone. I don't know if I'm at 6 life. I think I'm going to hold off on it for 1 turn here. Let's go Changeling Wayfinder into the Guildweaver to just give me 3 blockers. Like now I'm feeling a lot safer. I mean, I don't think I'm out of it by any means, but I'm, you know, this is the road to stabilization, right? So next turn we have access to 8 mana, which allows us to play Gathering Stone and the Stratosaur off of the treasure. But they're also making their hand better, and they do have an active Flame Braider. So again, they can certainly play like a Stratosaur, get some damage in. I'm at 6 life, so once again, not out of it at all. They have access to 6 mana. They can play a Kolrath Zealot here. Okay. So now we go Gathering Stone. Name Elemental. Reveal. Oh, yes. Okay. Now we'll just play the Tanafel Rhyme Speaker, I guess. And also the Flame Braider. All right. I mean, they probably have like a Gather the Flames or something. But that's fine. Or Feed the Flames, rather. Like, we're still getting value off of the Gathering Stone. We're certainly stabilizing. We're surveilling every turn, so liking this spot a lot. Rummaging away lands. Yep. I mean, this is certainly the matchup where the way that we configured our deck lends itself to this type of matchup. But it's still quite close because I'm at 6. Okay, Explosive Prodigy, I think is... Oh, no, Shine Striker. Wait, they messed that up. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. No, that was totally fine, actually. They did not mess that up. Okay, well, they got all their cards back, and this is exactly the card that we wanted. We didn't see one, though. We didn't see, like, a Shine Striker or an Explosive Prodigy. Those are the ones that I was really looking for to go with the TAM. What are they thinking about here? I don't even... Like, whether or not to play a land? Oh, yeah, we'll keep that on top. Oh. I mean, I want to get this going, but at the same time, like... I can't. We need to play the Stratosaur. Can I play this and also play the... Unexpected assist, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I can't play all of the things. We need to start getting in as well, but they've the Shine Striker was tremendous, so got a really good value-based fight on our hands. If they kill this, I still have the mana to cast the Unexpected Assistance. I can block a bunch of random things, but if they do deal with the Stratosaur, then, you know, I'm going to go down to 3 here. I have a second Stratosaur in my deck, and a handful of ways to kill the Shine Striker. Hopefully we can find it with the Unexpected Assistance here. Given that they used the Temporal Cleansing... Oh, no, I didn't have the Stratosaur in play at the time. Okay. This Gristle Glutton has done a lot of work. There's 5 lands in their graveyard, so they've gone through 10 lands. We've also gone through our fair share of lands. So we've actually looked at roughly the same number of cards, but I had to play out a bunch of unexpected assistances, and they've used their Gristle Gluttons. Rooftop Percher, okay. One of our late cuts in our deck. No attacks for them. Let's draw some cards. Let's pitch this. Let's play this. Let's name Elemental. Let's put that in the yard. All right. So we have Twin Flame Travelers, which I'm certainly playing. And then I have this. Do I attack with this? Sure. I don't actually know which one of the flyers I want to Blossom Bind. I feel like I shouldn't attack here because I don't want to block with the Travelers. Having 2 flyers back seems fine. Okay. Then we will... I'm going to tap the Rooftop Percher. The reason being is if they have something like Runaway Together, I would rather they bounce their Percher than the Shine Striker to get a bunch of value. So we've done like I said, we've done a good job of going through our deck. This is like basically just an exact mirror. And now we need the Gathering Stone. Take us to where we need to go. I'm wondering if I should also be playing, like, should I just go super slow and play the Percher too? I don't know. I feel like that's a lot of top end stuff. Wow. Splashing the Pitiful Fist on the... Okay. So now I need a removal spell for the Shine Striker. If they attack me, I'll block. Okay. Yeah, we will reveal that. Glenelendra Archmage. Okay. Or Glenelendra Guardian. So... Oh, I'm not going to make the same mistake here. So let's play... I will use the Flame Braider here. The reason being... Oh, no, I can't. Never mind. I don't have the mana to play this and activate it, right? So I should just play it for 4 mana? Oh, no. I can play it for 4 mana, duh. I might deck, by the way. That is a real possibility. What are my removal spells that I've used? I've used Tweeze, Blossom Bind, Tweeze, Blossom Bind, Feed the Flames. I have 3 more. I have a Swat Away, I guess. Where did they blight? Oh, onto the Flame Braider? Sure. Okay. Rhyme Chill. We will be countering that. You can have your card. Don't want the mountain. That is an Eclipse Flamekin. I do want that. Once again, I will... Well... No, I can play everything with this. What the heck? It was just 3 removal spells? Oh my gosh. Okay. So those are all on the bottom now? Man, that's unfortunate. All right. Wow, so our 3 removal spells are now on the bottom. Those were the 3 that were left in our deck. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we have 2 lands. 2 lands, 3 removal spells, and 4 spells. Or creatures, or whatever. There's a Kolrath Zealot still in our deck. Another Gathering Stone, which I don't really care for. Oh, and the 2-mana 2/2 that like pumps, which is also kind of mediocre. Oh, that's a Spine Rock Tyrant. Okay. All right, well, I mean, we'll take the free card, I guess. And there's the land. Let's play Flame Chain Mauler. Sadly, I actually do think we're going to deck here, most likely. Wait, you're double splashing for this? Wow. I guess it is pretty good here. All right. Is this an elemental? I suppose you can cast it off the Flame Braider. Sure. All right, well, don't really have too much more we can do beyond that. Put that in the graveyard. That's a Tam. All right, they got us. Yep, they had just a little more top end, and that was ultimately the end for us. I mean, we did a pretty good job of stabilizing. They just had a more powerful deck. All right, losing to a superior Elementals deck. Let's continue moving forward here. I will keep this hand. No 2-drop, but we don't have a million of those. I guess I'll lead with Island, so maybe I can swat away a 2-drop that attacks me. I will do it. I will do it. My question is, oh, geez. That thing hits hard. Okay. Let's go with the Flamekin. Man, 4/2 is an awkward sizing here. Do I want to get the 3/5 for that reason? Nah. I'm here for the value. I am here for the value. Chitinous Graspling? Okay, at least my thing can block that. All right, so this is going to be obviously a big shields down moment where I can take lots and lots of damage. Block here. Tweeze? Okay, that's fine. At least it doesn't trample. All right, so we're at 12 life. Oh, do I want a second one? Sure. Let's go Kolrath. Ooh, okay, hold on. I have a couple of options here. I can go Tanafel Rhymespeaker into Changeling Wayfinder. That blocks a little better, or I can play this and this is a little more all in. But, I mean, Red-Green has... I'm going to hope Red-Green is going to have trouble dealing with this, so let's try this. And finding Tweeze was great because that gives us a way to kill the Gangly Stompling. Now, if they have Assert Perfection, we're in trouble. Yeah, okay. Just trying to figure out the mana with my hand. It's like, obviously with the Gathering Stones, presumably, like, I'll be okay in the late game. Okay, hey, no attacks. We'll reveal that. It's a freebie. We're certainly going to fire off a Tweeze here. Do that. I'll discard one of these. Okay. Now what? Probably just the Tanafel Rhymespeaker. We'll pass. Yeah, but this was really good because now, again, same situation where if they kill my Kolrath Zealot, then I take loads of damage, and I'm going to need to try to find a way to get back. Okay, Lissalon Informant. Please don't have Assert Perfection. Please. That's the big one. They didn't want Sizzling Changeling. Block here, block here. +3/+2 make a treasure? +3/+3. Okay, sure. No, that was really, really good. At least we didn't take like 1,000,000 damage, but we need to find some more action here. Glenlendra Guardian. I guess I'll keep it. Oh, that was a really good draw. All right, so let's name Elemental again. We don't want that. Or I'll just take that out of my deck. Let's target this. Okay, they have a 3/4. Do I want to Changeling Wayfinder or Mauler? I think Wayfinder is better. Thins out our deck. Let's get an island. All right. We are at 8 life, and they have 4 cards in hand. But we did shut down the Pummeler. And we have blockers for both of their creatures. And then hopefully with the double Gathering Stone, we can use that to, get a bunch of value and come back here. I basically played every single elemental. I don't think I cut a single one. Probably the most important turn here. Like, if they kill the Rhyme Speaker, it's kind of annoying. They're on land number 5 with 3 cards in hand. Red-green beats. I mean, it's getting the job done here. Okay. They could have Boulder Rush. Vibrance, sure. Yeah, I mean, that's a reason to be red-green, so. They got a Swamp. Give me, okay, no land. Endblaze Epiphany. Yeah, I want that one. I'm at 16 cards. Let's play Flame Chain Mauler. Both of these are instants. Let's play a land and pass. The issue with the only, Endblaze Epiphany is kind of weird just because we can just, we can deck ourselves very easily. So let me think here. I mean, I could also just save the Endblaze Epiphany here. Maybe trade with the Vibrance and block the Lissalon Informant. Okay. We're at 5 life. They don't want the land, and they're going to play another thing here. They did get black mana. Figure of Fable, sheesh. Okay. And a Pummeler for hire. All right. So the question now is, do I want to just, because I really don't want to deck myself. This is a very expensive spell. I can use it to kill Figure of Fable. Or I suppose I can wait and just play this. Yeah, they gain 6 life. Let's play this. Don't want the land. Ugh. I feel like I'm just going to deck myself. Do I want a random 2/1 flyer? No. Okay. This thing doesn't trample. Okay. So you'll block here. You'll block here. I'm at 13. Okay. Okay, I'm at 2 life. Twin Flame Travelers. Whew. They just do not run out of action here. All right, so I can kill this, reveal the top 2, but I kind of want to kill this as well. Do I have... I use my Tweez. Do I want to kill this or this? This mills 4 cards. All right, let's just kill the Cavalry. All right, we hit Rooftop Percher, which I like. It gains me a bunch of life, but the body is way worse than Stratosaur, but I think I still want it. All right, let's find a removal spell. Don't want the land. We'll take Temporal Cleansing. Let's exile Vibrance and Cavalry. And... sure. Okay. Yeah, I mean, one thing that I'm finding here is like I'm able to draw lots of cards, but I am having a tough time closing out games. Right? It's just like I really like doing the elementals thing, but how do I actually end games? I actually, look, I added the Rooftop Percher in as well, right? I've gone through 34 cards. I mean, it's one of those things too where like if they just have a good removal like every single time, like I'm going to be in trouble here. So yeah, we die. Okay. All right, well, this is a pretty bad start, I'm going to say. Back to the 200s. I thought this deck was completely fine, but we are now finding ourselves struggling here. So what can we do differently? I think I'm just going to cut this and just play the Tam again. All right, I feel like even without the Unexpected Assistance, because I have the double Gathering Stone, my deck's actually quite good at just churning through its deck. So why don't we just play a creature that can maybe protect some of my creatures against some of those blowouts that my opponents have had, and see if it makes a difference. And also, it's a card I haven't really been playing that much. I ultimately ended up cutting it because I wanted more elementals, and I didn't have any. I didn't have any synergies, or I didn't have any vivid cards, so I cut it. All right, 4 lands, double Gathering Stone, and Blaze Epiphany. I'll keep. And Blaze Epiphany will get us there. I keep saying that if I survive into the late game, I should be fine, but that just hasn't been the case. My opponent's late games have just all been better. Leading with Island because I have Swat Away in my deck. That's a Stalactite Dagger. Okay. Probably. Oh. Silvergill Mentor. Sure. Okay. Let's kill the Mentor. And we will choose land. Because I want to play the Gathering Stone. Elemental. Reveal. We are in the O2 bracket, folks. So we're going to see some multicolor decks, voracious tome skimmers, and cards of that nature. Let's reveal that. That is a TAM. Let's play Flame Braider. Let's play TAM. And pass. So the reason why I'm doing it this way is so that I can protect my Twin Flame Travelers with the TAM. Also, I feel like it's a little bit too tempting for them not to attack. So for that reason, I'm keeping up Swat Away. Let's get this out of here, because I don't want them to cast spells on my turn. We'll take 2. Nightmare Sower, that's also a good one. Don't want the island. And we drew a Flamekin Guildweaver. Okay. That's great. So I don't think I want to play the second Gathering Stone yet. Let's add more to the board here. Oh, wait, no, I can. I have the Flame Braider, right? So if I play this... Oh, I can do everything. Oh, never mind. Yeah, let's do this. Elemental. Don't want the island. Blue, red. Guildweaver. Changeling Wayfinder. All right, we're kind of going off. Blue. Red. And no attacks. And we're good. All right. Okay. I mean, if that's their only play, I'm feeling okay. I mean, we're still taking damage, of course, but... If they have a removal spell, they have to kill the TAM. Okay. All right, let's hit some elemental, shall we? Yes. It's a good one. And I'll keep the Guardian. Absolutely, I will. And I can give 2 things flying. So you can fly, and you can fly. Then we still have the ability to play the Glenelendra Guardian and counter something if they have a very, very good spell. All right. Spiral into Solitude. We will counter that. Yes, we got one. We're on the board, folks. We are on the board. Oh, man, I'd like to think. I don't know what I'd like to think. I don't even have words. This is a long uphill battle, folks. 0-2 into 1-2. We got to keep it going. Although I will say TAM was kind of cool. All right, on the play. Yeah, totally fine hand. Let's lead with the TAM. Just kind of protects all the other stuff. Hexing Squelcher. Can't be countered. Can't attack. Nope. They're probably okay with this trade. Cinder Strike. Yep. Please? Yes. It worked. All right, let's play the Rhyme Speaker. Got a nice board here. If they have the 5 damage removal spell, they might want to kill it, use it on the Rhyme Speaker. They always have it, you know? They always have it. I'm going to hold the Percher because I have the Rhyme Speaker. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to play this to the board, but I feel like this is the type of matchup where just every resource matters. Disruptor of Currents. Oh, that's a good one. Sure. Why wouldn't they bounce this? Okay, well, this is still our play. Three cards left in my opponent's hand. I guess I'll take it. Sizzling Changeling. I mean, I could have blocked. I don't know. Blossom Bind. Okay. 2 cards in hand for the opponent. They're 14. Subtract. Helps us with the race situation. Let's exile a couple of good spells. Play a land. Kolrath Zealot, okay. Oh, Omni Changeling. That's good. I mean, they can't play it yet. Now attacking wouldn't make any sense for them. It's a land. All right. So we play the land. I don't want to play Blossom Bind because they can bounce something, right? I'm not really sure what they're going to copy with the Omni Changeling. Did I play a land already? I don't love that I did that. I can reveal 6 cards. Ugh. All right, whatever. I'm going to still do it, I guess. Or I guess I reveal 5 cards. What do I take? Eclipse Flamekin or Stratosaur. I think it should be one of the creatures and not one of the removal spells. I'll take Stratosaur, sure. Yeah, I mean, I want them to play the Changeling first. Not sure what they're going to target. That's fine. Okay, Percher is also fine. Sure. I mean, they're at 10 life. I don't know what they're looking for, but sure. Get that out of their hand. It would have been hard to play around that anyways. Mega Flying. All right, they're at 5 life, and I have 3 flyers. Haven't really been able to keep up Counterspell, but all right, we still got it. We still got it. I think, you know, ambushing that 2/2 hexproof, that squelching thing was good. Maybe I shouldn't have blocked the attack with the Changeling. I thought it was like that's a credible desperation attack. Like, you're behind, you want to trade, or you want to lose your Changeling to find another removal spell. So that's why I blocked, because I still felt like I was in a pretty commanding position if they had something. And now we're 2-2. The climb! The climb! All right, on the play here, absolutely keeping this. We have a turn 2 Flame Braider into Tanafel Rhyme Speaker. High upside play. Hope they don't have a way to kill it. Oh, that's a Gathering Stone, but I can't actually cast it right now. So let's go ahead and play the TANFL Rhyme Speaker. Blue-green, how are they going to handle this? Blue-green-red. Seer, I suppose, would kill it. Why do I do this? I always do this to myself. I'm a silly little goose. I'm just like, what is the one uncommon that would kill my awesome uncommon? Oh, right. So if I play this, I play the Wayfinder just to make sure that I can play the Gathering Stone. It's just important to get this in play as soon as possible. That is my goal. What I'm really surprised about is the fact that they didn't kill my Flamebraider. Like, Flamebraider, absolutely you should try to kill early. So maybe they just drew the red source for that turn. Oh, that's an interesting one. I think I'm supposed to keep that one, but it sucks because I'm just not going to get any value out of it. But it's a very good Magic card, so I just like need to play it. Yep. So there, you run into some brews here. So there's 3 forests and an Eclipsed Flamekin. I guess that they're just like a teamer Vivid deck here. Yeah, sure. Okay. What the hell is this attack? You're okay with that trade? Okay. Let's just get some flyers going. Yep. Flamebraider down. I'm just trying to figure out why there are so many forests in their deck. I guess they're just like, oh, sure. Wow, they didn't want Eclipse Flamekin. Their hand must be absolutely ridiculous, so I don't feel as good about this. I really don't. I mean, our path to victory is still the Flyers, but man, that is not a good place to be. Let's reveal that. Free card. Always take the free card. Ooh, another Gathering Stone. I'm not gonna play it. I'd rather keep up Glenelendra Guardian and also feed the flames on Sanar. Prisma Basher. Huh. So they get to pump all 3 of these things? Huh. That really is unfortunate. That's a lot of damage coming in. So now I feel like I need to kill their blue-red permanent. Because these both get +3/+3. Instead of +2/+2. Sure. I mean, this is just a race situation. That's all it is. They're going to attack me with both, probably. All right. You know what? Perhaps, I wasn't giving this Vivid deck enough credit here. I'm fully willing to admit that that could be the case here. Let's lock you down. Let's play you. So the reason why I pumped here is now they're at 5, so my flyers kill them. So if they play Sanar, they're going to be in a tough spot. If they use a removal spell, I still have a flyer, but if they use a removal spell, it's less likely that they can also play the Sanar. Also, I mean, Flame Chain Mauler, I can give this Menace too. That makes kind of blocks kind of awkward too. So we'll see. That's a Sanar. Okay. It's an Assert Perfection or whatever. Yeah. Why didn't they do it on this and attack me? Okay, it's okay. Tweeze. Ooh, I want the Tweeze. Let's go. 3 in the air. You can't untap this. It doesn't untap. Can't become untapped. Okay. Also, it doesn't have reach, so I don't know. Okay, but Tweeze to the face. Boom. All right, the comeback continues from 0-2 to 3-2. And we are in the double digits, and that's what I wanted. Actually, we started out in the double digits, right? It's tough. It's tough. Okay, but you know what? Given our start, more than happy about this. Now we got paired instantly, so this is going to be a mythic ranked player, making things a little more difficult for us, just given how the deck's been underperforming so far. Opponent on the play here, we have 2 lands on the draw, Changeling Wayfinder and Eclipsed Flamekin. So, and a turn 2 Flame Braider. So, very, very good, promising hand. They are blue-red with a Summit Sentinel. We are, of course, playing the Flame Braider. Now, here's the worst-case scenario. They kill my Flame Braider and I don't draw a land. If they kill the Flame Braider and I draw a land, I'm still okay. All right, so they killed my Flame Braider. And I didn't draw a land. I hate everything. I truly do. I truly, truly do. Okay, it's okay. We still have a turn here. If there was a turn we could miss, it was probably that one. Okay, that's good. That's great. We have a Tam, we have a Tweeze. What do I want to do? I think I want land more than any of those other elementals, so this is fine. This is okay. All right. So we got to land off the Eclipse Flamekin. It's also a good blocker for the Flaring Cinder. And now we're kind of setting up for a longer game, right? We're playing against an Elementals deck. I have a Tam that can protect the Eclipse Flamekin against different removal spells. I don't know if I can, like, given that they played the Foraging Wickermaw, it might be okay here. I'm at 19 life to just run out the Gathering Stone and try to get value that way. Scuzzback Marauder, but if they play 2 things, ooh, that might change things. All right. I'm at 19 life. Tanafel Rhyme Speaker also seems like a very, very good play here because it's going to be really hard to kill and it blocks everything because I have the Tam. So let's do that. I think that's a nice little middle ground here where it's hard to kill this and I can still play the Gathering Stone and kill things. So I take 2. They get to rummage if they want. They like their card. Okay. And we're going to kill the Travelers. Do I kill it with the Tweeze or the Epiphany? Oh, this draws me a card. I'm going to do it with the Epiphany, I think. And then try to hit a land off the Epiphany. Okay, never mind. We'll see. Maybe there's a better spell now because I drew the land off of this. So Glen Elendra Guardian. That's a pretty good one. Honestly, I'm just going to take land. My hand has so much action. I just want to go land drop, land drop. And I just am not going to be in a position for the, like, to activate the Glen Elendra Guardian anytime soon. Okay, they got a land off the Eclipse Kithkin, which is fine for us. All right, we have stabilized nicely, I'm going to say. Let's go Gathering Stone now because I've stabilized the board. Okay, we have plenty of lands now. So now we don't need any more lands. Let's go Elemental. Ooh. That's an interesting one. I'm going to keep it in my deck, but I will shuffle it away, I think. Well, actually, do I want to shuffle it away? It's pretty good. I guess I should keep it because I draw a card off the Tanafel Rhyme Speaker as well. It just means that I can't play the Changeling Wayfinder this turn. Thirst for Identity, okay. Wow. Did you see what they discarded? Blight Rot and Cinder Strike. What the heck? Okay. I have no idea what this can be, but let's see what happens. Oh, it could be like Ashling's Command or something. Whatever, block. Let's block here. And I don't know, block here. Fine. Oh, it was Ashling's Command! Oh my gosh. Wow. That's crazy that we read them for that. Alright, draw 2 cards, 2 damage to everything I control. Okay. Well, I can't do anything about that. Okay. And I still don't get blown out here. So this is still okay. I mean, we take a bunch of damage. We do. Let's see. I want to get this off the board. It's rude and dealing lots of damage to me. Come on. Really? I mean, if this is how things end, so be it. So be it. All right, we're at 8 life. I should be okay. Like, block 3 things. Can play the Percher. I'm gonna play the Percher. It gains me some life. Okay, let's go Twin Flame Travelers and Ashling's Command, I guess. Go to 11. Pass. Okay, that's fine. Well, it's not fine, but, you know. I have to deal with it, let's put it that way. Okay, I'm just glad they didn't attack me. Blossom Bind, I will keep. Should keep basically like all removal effects if I can afford it. Let's play Stratosaur. 3/5 draws me a card. Let's give you flying. Is there anything I'm interested in Blossom Binding, or do I want to feed the flames something? I think I just want to keep adding to the board, so let's play this and keep drawing cards. That's a Summit Sentinel. Let's just lock you down. Well, do I want to lock it down? Whew. I think we should just be patient. 14 cards left in our deck. We will eventually find a way to close things out. I can attack with this, I think. Yeah. Oh, wow. I'm actually happy about this trade. Because I feel like the way that they get me is by cheesing me through damage with that card. So I'm actually okay with that. Don't want the island. Let's go Stratosaur. Well, Tanafel Rhyme Speaker getting us a ton of value. Let's target our Guild Weaver. Let's attack with those two. Got to get the ball rolling at some point, right? I'm going to lock this down. And then pass with Feed the Flame up. All right, they're 13 life. I don't know why they played the second Swamp. Okay, they're going to try to get some damage in with the Scoundrel. I think 1 damage is something I can handle. Certainly. Unwelcome Sprite I will keep as it is a random flyer. Okay, that doesn't kill it. I'm just okay killing Flaring Cinder here, honestly. Let's just do that. Yeah. So they go to 7. Let's play Changeling Wayfinder, thin out our deck a little more. Take action, play a mountain, play the Unwelcome Sprite. 9 cards left in our deck with a Feed the Flames available. Man, this Tannerfell Rhyme Speaker has drawn us so many cards. All right, that's another land for the opponent. Gravelgill Scoundrel attacking. I'm going to take it here because if they play something like a Stratosaur, I want to be able to kill it. Although actually they're at 7. Let's go for the win actually. Let's kill the Glamour Gifter. I'm just going to keep everything, I guess. Yeah. All right. We're still not out of it. We're still not out of it. We're still at the same rank that we started. What an unlikely comeback this would be. Look at this. Never give up, never surrender. From 0-2 to 4-2. All right, on the play, yeah, I'll keep this. I have a Swat Away that I can use as early interaction along with the Tweeze. So we'll just keep up Swat Away. I don't know if there's like a 2-mana 2/2 haster, but all right, we're playing against Goblins. We do have a couple of removal spells. Goblins, oh, I think I'm just going to kill that thing immediately. Oh, that changes things. No, it doesn't. I like my hand. Gristle Glutton is like one of the more important cards in the Goblin deck. I just feel like it plays out like a mid-range deck, and this gives them just a lot of a good amount of like hand selection. Let's play the Guild Weaver here now. It's just a big beater. It's going to be really hard for them to block this too because I have the Feed the Flames and Swat Away. Bone Club Berserker. Okay. They take it here. Sure. Makes sense. And then I think the play is Unwelcome Sprite and then pass. Because I can Swat Away the Bone Club Berserker. 4 cards in hand for the opponent. Goliath Daydreamer. Okay. Yeah, let's swat this away. Get to Surveil. I don't really want Flame Braider here, I don't think. I don't think I want either of these cards. I just have enough mana at this point where neither of these cards look all that exciting to me. Okay, we have a Changeling Wayfinder. Attack with both. They're at 10. They probably have a removal spell here, so I'm going to need to use this, get a mountain, and then play Feed the Flames, I think. But we'll see. I mean, they have to recast the removal spell first, right? But they're probably going to be excited. Like, because they might be able to kill 2 things. Close one, though. Like, you know they're going to want to use, like... Destroy target creature, target player mills 5 cards, then puts... Who did they target with this? They targeted me, then puts each goblin card milled this way into their hand. Why wouldn't they mill themselves? Did they mill themselves? I don't know. Wait, so don't I get these goblins? That was horrible. What? Okay. Anyways. I just got 2 cards for free. I will take the free cards. Thank you. Thank you, friend. That was insanity. Okay. Feels like a good opportunity to just play another big flyer here. Get rid of the glutton. All right, opponent at 7. We got a pair of flyers, Eclipsed Flamekin, Changeling Wayfinder, and the Blossomvine. All right, that is a Bone Club Berserker and a Worn Torchmaster. Fair enough. They can hit me for 6. I will take the 6. They're at 7 life. That is a Stratosaur, which is very good, but I don't think I need to run it out just yet. I'm going to just Blossomvine this. Play this. Keep developing my mana. Let's get another mountain. Hit with my flyers. Have 2 blockers. They're at 2. And I can Stratosaur something in the sky as well. All right. Yeah, so the Grubs command, I mean, that was a huge misclick on the opponent's part. Obviously, what they wanted to do is kill my creature, mill themselves, and then I probably would have lost. Or it would have been a lot close. No, I probably would have lost. Yeah, that sucks. That's all I could say. We're 5 wins now. 5 wins! All right, on the play here. Ooh, this is a nice hand. Turn 2 Flamebraider. Can never be upset about that. I do have the Tam as well. Do I play out the Tam first to protect the Flamebraider because I don't have anything to play? It's kind of interesting. I'll play the Flame. No, I'm just... Flamebraider is just kind of meant to... You just kind of play it out. If they kill it, they kill it. I mean, I have lands anyways. Yeah, and this ended up working out super well for us. We can play Tam. And let's take the Rhyme Speaker. So all my stuff has hexproof from blue and red. That's amazing. Okay, I mean what a hand is this? This is a hand, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go blue, blue. Let's get the Rhyme Speaker going first, I think. And then we go Temporal Cleansing here. Draw a card. And I'm not going to attack. I want to protect the Tanafel Rhyme Speaker. Oh yeah, they're in trouble. They are most certainly in trouble now. I'm going to do that over the Kolrath Zealot, I think. Don't want the land. Play a land. And now we get to attack with these. Keep up Tam. Like, we're just so far ahead, right? Now, what target creature? Dang. All right, they had Giant Fall. I have not seen this card get cast very often. Tanafel Rhyme Speaker, okay. And we drew Swat Away. Okay, let's play a land. Now do I attack? Yeah, let's attack. They're at 8. They kept this thing on top. If they kill the Rhyme Speaker now, I feel like the damage has been done and I can still hit them for 5. All right. And just attack with everything. And the tweeze to the face. All right. Oh my gosh, this is actually crazy. What an unlikely comeback here in my final draft before I head off to the Pro Tour. We started things off here 0-2, by the way, and we are still alive. Can you imagine watching this video and after the first 2 rounds, 35 minutes in, you're like, well, I'm going to turn the video off. Well, I'm glad you didn't, because we have been playing more Magic for another almost full hour, and now we are playing for a trophy. Admittedly, we've had some pretty good hands the last couple of games. I mean, like I said, I thought my deck was fine. Okay, so this is a keepable hand, but it is a little bit slow. I have, okay, the second island was really crucial here, so I can swat something away. Oh yeah, and I definitely will be here. Then what do I play turn 3? Is this a counterspell? Architects, whatever? No, okay. Sizzling Changeling, okay. I'm gonna just play the Wayfinder here. If this could ambush something, I would just pass. But because I can't, I'm just going to play out the Wayfinder. Unwelcome Sprite. Okay. Land. 3. Okay. Guess we attack. I'll play the Guild Weaver. I will not block the Sizzling Changeling. I mean, this is a lot of damage coming in, but there's not that much I can do about it, so. Oh, wow. Okay, you know what? I like the fact that my opponent switched gears to being a little more defensive. That is in my favor. 4 cards in hand for them. They didn't have a way to kill the Guild Weaver. They should have probably played this first before deciding whether to block or attack. And we found a land, so that is also quite nice. And now what do I do? 3 cards in hand. Let's play Tam. Now, this does leave me vulnerable to a removal spell here, but oh, I'm glad that they did this because I can play the Glenelendra Guardian. I hope this works. Seer is the only thing I can think of. Oh my gosh, it worked. Oh, that's big. That is so big. Okay, this is good. Now, they don't have a white source, so they can't flip the Sig, but it is still a 2-mana 2/2 unblockable creature. But we're now at the point where we need to be a little more aggressive here if we can afford it. So, do I go Stratosaur and just go to the skies? I kind of like it. You can fly. I still have the ability to counter a spell here with the Guardian, and I have Tam to protect my creature, so pretty close situation here. Sig gets to get in. Not much we can do about that. Flamekin Guildweaver, sure. Discarding the Sizzling Changeling, okay. This gives them a white source for the Sig, by the way. And we have a land. So I'm going to play a land, play Kolrath Zealot. Twin Flame Travelers, hit with the Flyers. Pass. Yeah, I mean, they can give something protection from everything. That is certainly a thing. But I don't know if they're in a position to, like, race me, right? But it makes it so that they can that can block the Zealot, so that's good. Oh, they're trying to hit me, okay. Protection from all colors. I can't do anything. Oh, can this block? Okay, I guess I'll block. Hey, keep my low life total high because we are in a bit of a racing situation here. 2 cards left for my opponent. Remember, I do have the Glenelendra Guardian. That is a Shine Striker. Very good. Dang. Okay. That's going to draw them 3 cards. Oof. Okay, we got a game here. A very, very close game. All right, all right. What is the play? What is the play? What is the play? What is the play? Life totals are 9 to 8. I can't attack with the Guardian. Stratosaur can get in. Kolrath Zealot can also get in. All right, opponent's at 3. They get a card. It's a mountain. Play the Travelers. They can't do anything for 1 mana, probably. We get double trigger, get some mountains. Play a mountain, and pass. They probably want to flip this back, okay. So they get to draw a card off of that, but they're at 3 life, and I have a huge board, and they can't play spells, because I have the Glenelendra Guardian. I have 3 flyers. If they play a flyer, we're okay. Really, really close one. Tam can protect my creatures as well, so removal doesn't even work. And I mean, these basically have... The Travelers basically has protection from any removal that they can have. There's the land. 4 cards. Sig is going to attack. They're digging here. I can't do anything. I'm at 7. They draw a card. They're at 5 cards now with 2 blockers. How many creatures can they play? How many creatures can they play? Pestered Wellguard. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's draw for the turn. It's another land. Okay. 7 life versus 3 life. I'm thinking about all the different possibilities. If they flash it, because they can't play a spell, I can counter that spell. If they flash in a creature, I still have lethal. All right. If they play the draw a bunch of cards card, that doesn't really work either. Draw 3 cards, make a 1/1. That doesn't really work. Oh. Wow. I did not think about that. That is insane. No, they're still dead. They're still dead. They block, they bounce this. They block my 3 biggest creatures, and they still go die exactly. They found an instant speed creature, but this is enough. Oh my gosh! I was so sad after that 0-2 start, folks. You wouldn't believe it. We are now ranked 36. What an unbelievable comeback. I just thought I drafted poorly. I was like, oh man, this is rough. Maybe I should have stayed Elves. We opened that high perfect Morkant, and we started out 0-2, but it all kind of came together. We started drawing super duper well. We played against decks that were not as awesome as the first couple that we played against, and it all came together wonderfully. This is a card that, remember, I did mention that I thought this card was awesome. We nearly decked ourselves the first 2 games. It turns out when you have double Gathering Stone and Blaze Epiphany and Kolrath Zealot and Tanafel Rhymespeaker, that is more than enough to basically not run out of things to do. And for that reason, I actually ended up cutting it, prioritize the interaction, and ultimately, that put us into a 7-0 run. And now we went back-to-back trophies. Oh my gosh. What a sick way to close things out. I was just like, man, my last draft, I'm going to just have a quick 1-hour video where I go like 1-3 with elementals. But no, Tam ended up being decent. Now, remember, this is, again, very, very good if you are doing Vivid things. We didn't, but we did have some creatures we wanted to save, namely the Twin Flame Travelers, the Tanafel Rhyme Speaker, and cards of that nature. So I played it as a 2-mana card that protects them. I do think it was relevant. My opponent had to kill the Tam before they can kill any of my other creatures, which was really nice. We landed on basically playing all the interaction, like all the interaction with the creatures and just not playing the card draw, because Gathering Stone is basically all the card draw you need. When you have double of these with the Epiphany, like you just churn through your deck so quickly, where the Unexpected Assistance playing 2 copies of that was just a little bit too greedy. But all in all, I mean, I wasn't sure that we had enough ways to win, but I think the way that you're supposed to win with the blue-red deck is just find random janky flyers to win with. And so that's why you have the Perchers and the Stratosaurs. You muck up the ground, you kill all the stuff, and then you win with just random flyers because there's not a ton of good reach creatures that exist. And that's exactly what we did to rattle off 7 in a row. Woo! Okay. Feeling good about this. Feeling very, very good about this. Elementals getting it done. And just 2 colors. We left ourselves the option to go more than 2 colors, but ultimately just landed in a straight 2-color deck. And I feel like if you can pull off the 2-color deck, oftentimes that's where you want to be. It can be a little bit clunky when you do all of the colors. All right. Well, a very successful finish. Good pivot out of what could have just been a deck where we hard force elves with the High Perfect Morcant. We took a little bit of a risk second picking the Twin Flame Travelers, but it worked out beautifully in our favor. And we are now in the top 50 once again. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in a different way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Also, check out TCGplayer.com for all your Match the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. They are your one-stop shop for Match the Gathering singles. You wanted some cards. Let's say you just watched the Pro Tour and you wanted some singles to pick up for your standard deck, or you wanted to just buy some booster boxes. Check out tcgplayer.com. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, go to heavyplay.com for premium Match the Gathering supplies and accessories. They are the place to go to for top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and much, much more. Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.